right. Welcome, everyone.
Whoa.
Welcome to the inaugural TED, and probably first and only TED Talks, because this is not official, because if you've read the descriptions and the code of conduct, we are violating several of them. So, we have eight, I can count, 8 different presentations today. The first from Waguri on the greatest romance manga. Then we'll have Dialysis, the Unspoken option by Mama. We'll have The Decline of Valorant from Moscov.
Yeah.
We'll have The Idiot's Guide to the Silmarillion by Nana Gwen. We'll have Life as an Event Manager, a very personal story from G4. We'll have The Art of the Scam from Mozhar, a last-minute entry from AlexJules, and then something strange from The Pumpkin Prophet, but we'll get there when we get there. So, first thing we've got is Waguri's The Greatest Romance Manga, and this is a video submission, so let's see if I can get that working properly.
Kaoru Hana wa Rin Tusaku isn't just another high school romance. It's the kind of story that makes your heart warm, your cheeks hurt from smiling too much, and twiddle your feet when laying in bed. It takes everything people love about romance, the tension, the slow burn, the emotional growth, and perfects it with sincerity, maturity, and care. It's not just about two people falling in love. It's about two people learning how to love in a world that doesn't always make it easy. Although it starts off like a Romeo and Juliet love story, the heart of it are its two main characters, Rintaro and Karuko, who feel so refreshingly real. Rintaro isn't your typical romance protagonist. He's quiet, kind, and gentle in a way that doesn't feel forced. He works at his family's patisserie, a place that reflects his personality, calm, dedicated, and rooted in care. Karuko, on the other hand, is full of life and energy, yet she's not the loud, tropey type. She's thoughtful and confident, but also vulnerable, carrying her own insecurities behind her cheerful exterior. When they meet, it's not explosive, it's soft. But that softness is what makes their story so captivating. What truly makes Kaoru Hana stand out is its emotional pacing. Unlike so many romance manga that drag out confessions or rely on forced drama or love triangles, this story takes its time. Every conversation, every glance, every shared moment feels earned. You can feel their relationship grow naturally, from awkward friends to genuine companions. It's a slow burn, but not in a frustrating way. It's in the kind of way that makes your heart swell because you know it's real. Beyond the romance, Kaoru Hana also nails something that many love stories miss: growth. Both Rintaro and Karuko become better people through each other, not because they fix one another, but because they inspire each other. The manga doesn't treat love as a magical solution to life's problems. Instead, it shows love as something that makes the world feel gentler, something that encourages self-improvement without losing individuality. Another beautiful theme is change, not just in the main couple, but in the people around them. The manga shows how kindness and understanding can slowly melt walls that once seemed unbreakable. Characters who initially looked down on Karuko or Rintaro because of school rivalries and social differences gradually begin to see them for who they really are. Through small acts of honesty and empathy, enemies turn to friends and tension transforms into mutual respect. What makes this growth so powerful is that it doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent warmth and sincerity. Kaoru Hana reminds us that people can change when they're given the space to do so, that genuine connection can shift even the coldest hearts, and that love, in all its forms, has the quiet power to heal and unite. Rintaro and Karuko don't complete each other, they encourage each other. Their relationship isn't about filling a void, it's about growing together, slowly, quietly, and beautifully. And that's what makes it so powerful. It reminds you that love doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful. Sometimes it's just two people helping each other become a little braver, a little happier, and a little more themselves. When I read Kaoru Hana, I don't just see romance, I feel it. It's that heart-fluttering, foot-swinging kind of love. The kind that makes you grin at your screen for no reason. The kind that makes you want to be softer, kinder, and more open to the world. So when I say Kaoru Hana is the best, I don't mean it's just well-written or beautifully drawn. I mean it feels right. It's the kind of manga that makes your heart bloom, the kind that reminds you why you fell in love with romance in the first place.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Wag. Can we hear it for Wag?
Yeah,
that was a wonderful presentation.
That was good.
Beautiful.
Wait, let me clap. Oh yeah. Hold on, where's the?
So one thing I want to remind everyone of is that everyone presenting today is putting themselves in a very vulnerable and open position to come up to a stage and present something that is very personal, very, well, for some very personal and very close to their hearts. So make sure we treat everyone with the utmost respect. So thank you so much for being the first presenter, Wag. We'll move forward with Moscov, who has come along with a presentation as well. So let me go get that set up.
Moscov!
Yes, please.
Yes!
Let me get the stage first.
Oh, I think she might be having technical issues.
Jesus.
She just left, I think.
That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
there might
typing
be
something in
actual
chat at the moment.
technical issues.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right, Moscov,
Oh,
can you also go
nice.
jump up on stage in game as well?
You want me? Oh, yes.
Yeah, you got to stand
I
on
don't know.
stand, right?
You gotta do it,
Yeah,
man.
sure. Do I have
Go
to
ahead.
move around or can
No,
I
you
just?
don't.
Nah,
Just
nah,
stand
nah.
there. Just stand
No.
there.
All right.
Yeah.
So
For the visual.
You
Just
gotta get
for
the
the
vibe
visual.
as well.
Let's see this.
Yeah,
let
right
me
there.
just
take the
off
armor
my
off.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, go. Yeah.
Hey.
So we have Moscov
I think you
with
look calmer with armor.
with the decline of Valorant. So please let me know when you wish to change slides. The floor is yours, Moscov.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to my Zec Talk. Could you go on to the second slide, please, Kina? Thank you. So, my topic for the day is why Valorant is a horrible game. In fact, it's declining to a horrible game. For those unfamiliar, let me explain what Valorant actually is. It's a free-to-play competitive tactical shooter developed by Riot Games, released in 2020, like a hybrid between Counter-Strike and, I guess, Magic. So it works like this: two teams of 5 players competing in a map. One team is attacking, trying to plant a bomb-like device called the Spike. The other team is defending, trying to prevent it. But what makes Valorant different from the other games, like Overwatch and Counter-Strike, is each player has unique abilities. You pick an agent, a character with special abilities. Sage can heal teammates, create walls. Phoenix can throw fireballs or like flash. Sova can scout with drones. At first, when the game first started, these abilities were just tools, not the main weapon. The core was always, and still kind of is, gunplay, get headshots, win rounds, climb the ranks. So fresh off of 15 years of success with League of Legends, we all know that game, said that they'd fix what Counter-Strike couldn't. Riot Games, right? They had the technology, the resources, and the vision. And for a while, they did deliver. Can you go on to the second slide, please? Thank you. Kina? Thank you.
Yeah, it's lagging a bit.
No worries, mate. So, started off June 2020 when the game first released. Perfect timing, right? The world is on lockdown. Kind of perfect timing. Sad times because it was COVID. The game comes out and it's perfect. The game is clean, balanced, 5 agents per team, each with clear roles: support, initiator, duelist, which kind of the main guy. The abilities feel like tools, not the entire game. Gunplay is the primary, positioning matters, teamwork is essential, blah blah blah. There were only at the time 15 agents, right? So 15 agents, it wasn't completely just overstimulating. And then Riot deployed Vanguard, kernel level anti-cheat that monitors your computer at the deepest level. What does it mean to be kernel level, right? So your computer has like a few levels to your system: the user, the kernel, and then the hardware. The kernel operates beneath your operating system with privileged access to your computer's hardware. So since Riot had a kernel level anti-cheat, surely it would be fine, guys, right? It's supposed to be unhackable, right? For the first year, it actually did work. Streamers started playing the game, professional players started leaving Counter-Strike, the esports potential was obvious. Famous CSGO teams like Sentinels, FaZe, 100 Thieves all made the jump to Valorant. Players who'd been grinding Counter-Strike for like a decade said, this is it, this is the future, I'm gonna leave the game. The community was thriving, content creators were making videos about it, people genuinely believed Valorant would be the game that would finally dethrone Counter-Strike after like 20 years. By 2021, near the middle of 2022, Valorant had overtaken CSGO in viewerships, right? Professional tournaments were pulling millions of viewers and millions of dollars. The International Valorant Champions event nearly felt like the Super Bowl of esports. The game had everything. Brilliant mechanics, perfect balance at launch, zero tolerance for cheating, a passionate, optimistic community, Is esports infrastructure that actually worked. It was genuinely the golden age when Valorant felt like a new game, a new whole environment. But it didn't happen overnight. Around late 2022, early 2023, things changed. Can you go on to the second slide? They started releasing new agents at a severely alarming pace, and these new agents weren't exactly balanced. They were broken, intentionally overpowered. At launch, agents were simple and clear-cut at the start, Like I said earlier, Sage heals, Silver Scouts, Phoenix flashes, blah, blah, blah. Each ability had a clear weakness. But then these new agents started arriving. For example, the one I've added on the screen, Chamber. He had abilities that completely overpowered, where he could teleport from one side of the map to the other. He had an ultimate that could one-shot you no matter what, so and you could get that ultimate very quickly. The Headhunter, his main gun. He basically had guns for abilities, which should have been good, right? Because then that still adds to the gunplay, but his abilities were overpowered. It was broken for 6 months. It took Riot 6 months to realize that the character just doesn't work. And then there was another character, Neon, who had higher speeds than the normal agent, carrying 2 shocks and a wall that damaged its own teammates. On top of that, 2 slides. Having a fast-paced agent with such powerful abilities for a tactical game, it didn't work for people. Other agents like Fade made other initiators who were supposed to find information during the game, felt useless overnight. But it's not just the fact that they made characters overpowered, it also made them underpowered. Harbor, who was supposed to be a smoker, who was supposed to smoke for the team, hide visibility from the enemy team. The complete opposite of overpowered. Nobody played him. And nobody still plays him. He's ass. Nobody likes him. Each new agent broke the meta, what was initially the plan for Valorant. What Valorant was supposed to be. And the reason for it, some people theorize, is for the ability diversity. Some say it was just to keep a routine of releasing an agent nearly once a month. Either way, they never came out balanced. And then, go on to the next slide. And then this, the matchmaking nightmare. At the start, it was fine. You had good games, you had good people. But around the middle of last year, like a typical ranked game looked like this. You've played a few short games, you've been grinding, you're ready, you queue up, your team loads in, you got someone who's never touched a first-person shooter before, someone who's AFK, someone blasting metal music through their microphone, or someone who just is completely throwing the game. And then the enemy team is players who move like they attended an aiming academy. Ranks seem to just not matter anymore. The game that launched with gunplay first, abilities second, became abilities are basically the entire game. Can we go on to the second slide, please? And then there's the technical issues. And that's a genuine screenshot from my games during the years, where server pings were starting to get worse over time. Smurfing issues. Smurfing has become severely bad to the point where people are being paid to boost others. And you got Radiant level, like high elo level players fighting in your elo, and you can't really do anything about it. Trolling teammates have become just as popular as people start throwing their games. People who spent just years perfecting aim and positioning suddenly had their skills made irrelevant by just abilities or smurfs. Go on to the next slide. The bundles. The currency in the game is absurd. It's completely predatory. Single weapon skins cost like $20 to $50. Average bundles of weapon skins, $70 to $100. That is nearly the entire the price of entire games, full complete games. Riot doesn't even pretend this is reasonable. They just do it. The problem is, the skins genuinely help in the games. I don't know if it's a psychological or just Riot coding aim assist into the skins, but they do help. The problem is, it costs so much. People spend ridiculous amounts of money. Riot's defense, it's cosmetic only. You don't need to buy it to be competitive. True. But the game is designed to make you want to buy it. That's cheating. Because this is where things get absolutely infuriating. In the last year, since last year, actually, cheating has become so severely prominent, and Riot does nothing about it. There's map radars, wall hacking, aimbot, trigger bots, whatever. And it was so common. Just at the start of... No, just in the middle of this year, this summer, right? Riot started taking a little bit more responsibility for it, trying to get rid of these people, but it's still a very problematic thing. The community complaints, reports aren't taken as seriously, despite the growing tension. Go on to the second slide. Oh, fuck.
You alright, Moscov?
Yep. Hello?
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 I'm here. Hello.
Hello.
You good?
What happened?
Ew.
Everything good?
My Discord is not working, but should I just continue?
Yeah, you're on the hacking
go
and
ahead.
DDoS slide.
Yeah.
We can still hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
great, beautiful. Great. I thought it was sorry. I thought.
No.
Did we just lose him?
Oh lordy.
Why is that
Oh
Terratrove?
shit.
Go do your halftime stuff while we fix this.
Hello?
Wait,
Hello?
welcome back.
So I'm getting DDoS tonight.
Oh,
I
God.
think we are good tonight now. Yeah. As I was saying, hacking, as obvious, is very common in the game. Just a few days ago, Riot servers were quite literally DDoSed all over League of Legends, Valorant, and Teamfight Tactics. There was an entire data leak going on about it. What's problematic about this is, as I mentioned before, Riot's anti-cheat is kernel level. It accesses deep files in your system, so it should protect you from such issues happening in game. But their anti-cheat hasn't been the most optimal. Even then, even if cheaters and smurfs ever get reported, they only ever get an account ban and not a hardware ban, so they could very easily just change accounts. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then this game. I hate this game. I played this game as well, League of Legends. Everyone knows League of Legends because it's the flagship title, the legacy, the foundation of Riot. The problem is, it's such a flagship that they focus more on League than Valorant, the game that was supposed to be, quote unquote, revolutionary. In comparison to Valorant, League's skins cost less. A standard to epic skins cost about $7 to $10. Legendary about $25. Exclusives can range from $50 to $500, but nobody needs those. Servers are better. Pings don't falter. You don't disconnect randomly. Smurfing is not a big enough an issue. Trolling isn't as common in low ranks as it is in Valorant or any ranks really. It's very obvious that Riot focuses on League more than Valorant. And on to the next slide, which is the final slide. Conclusion: the game sucks, and it's going to continue to suck if Riot doesn't, take some sort of responsibility. Thank you.
So should we play Valorant?
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
No. Any questions?
How long have you played Valorant for?
3 years.
Okay.
This is where all my knowledge is coming from, mate. This is just I picked it up for 5 months. No, this is pure hell and
Wait, just a
PTSD and
comment.
trauma.
Just a comment, Mas. The PowerPoint was absolutely amazing. I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
one thing
spent a total of
that really impressed me
2
when I
days.
received it. I was like, wow, the styling and the formatting is actually really nice. It feels like a bit of Valorant marketing, but trashing it the whole time.
I was trashing. It was all entire trashing, but I wanted to look good at the same time. So
It looked amazing. Absolutely.
Thank
I will also
you.
just say that
Thank
was a
you.
really great recovery after having technical issues. You just powered on regardless anyways. So can we hear it for
absolutely,
Moscov, please?
mate. Absolutely. Thank you.
Riot Game tried to silence you, but you overcame
That's
that.
exactly.
did.
They tried to silence me, but I will never be silenced. I will continue to fight for them.
All right, so we got Mama with Dialysis, the unspoken
Woo.
option.
And hide. I'm going to be talking from back here. That sounds great. Okay.
Because of the phantom, Mama. There's a bed.
Yes,
There's the bed literally to the left of you.
I'm lagging so much that I can't even see the bed. So
okay.
I'm just
That's
going to
okay.
stand here.
Yeah.
It's fine. Look at that.
So a lot of people don't realize that the kidneys are the powerhouse of the body. And when kidneys fail, there are options to replace the renal therapy. So what I do is provide dialysis education for patients. And part of that education includes home modalities as an option. So when we are in dialysis, we talk a lot about treatment options, and different treatment options include things like peritoneal dialysis, home hemodialysis, transplant, and in-center hemodialysis. But there is actually a fifth option, and people don't talk about it as often as we should. There is the option to not do any treatment at all. Many people don't realize that for patients who are doing dialysis in-center, their body is being put through a marathon. Oftentimes, patients are going to the clinics for 3 days a week, 4 hours at a time, as opposed to what the kidneys do 24/7. Families are often the driver behind patients opting to do dialysis, and providers will often cheer them on, saying, "You can do this, you have to stay alive for your family." But if we think about it, years and years ago, before there was any dialysis at all, those same family members would have been kept comfortable and had a nice, peaceful death. I am not saying that the answer is to not do dialysis for all people, but it is something that patients should be educated on and be offered the choice, because it is a choice, and we should revisit that choice periodically, especially as patients approach end of life. The unfortunate reality is that dialysis, because the kidneys are the powerhouse of your body, will keep you alive for a lot longer than your body wants to. That's it. Does anyone have any questions?
That was awesome.
I don't think
That was
anyone
good,
does.
that
That
was
was a
good.
wonderful presentation.
That was
Nice.
awesome.
Very
Lovely,
educational.
informative.
Okay, I found the bed too.
Is that part of the presentation?
Yes, the bed was part of the presentation.
Whoa.
No, that was a
Can
really
you do dialysis on a bed?
Nice.
You can do dialysis in a bed.
Well,
that was
Some
a
people
really
do
nice,
dialysis
actually
overnight.
really informative presentation. It's nice to get like a proper, like some real serious ones that actually really do feel like, you know, we're actually learning something, which is the whole point of a TED Talk. So thank you so much for that, Mama.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Nana Gwen and the Idiot's Guide to the Silmarillion.
It's so serious after all of that, you know. It's
No, it's fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's a mix of tones.
You should blame Kanon over here. He made the schedule.
who do I blame? What was that?
Kanon, because he's made the schedule.
Comedy?
It was
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, good. I am like an hour away from being fully awake, so we're going with it.
you got this.
Okay, so this is a summary of the story of the making of the Silmarils and the cursing of Malcor. If you don't know, the Silmarillion is a collection of stories that kind of acts as a prequel to The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And boy, she is dense. So this is paraphrasing at its finest. So there was this god called Iluvatar who created beings from his own thoughts and named them the Ainur. They all lived in this void and sang like they were in a musical, basically. One of the Ainur, Melkor, was an absolute loner, but he was made from Iluvatar's smart thoughts. Melkor was a sneaky little shit stirrer, and Iluvatar stomps it out and then shows all the Ainur a vision of a world. The vision cuts out and he says, "Look, shiny, you can all go live there, but you and your powers are basically bound to it until the world ends." A bunch of the Ainur enter and they become the Valar. This includes Melkor, but he's basically erased from the records because he's the absolute worst. The Valar arrive and it's completely blank, not the paradise they were shown. They're all, oh shit, we have to actually make the world? So they start. It takes a really long time, like a few millennia, you know? Melkor meddles a bunch and then tries to lay claim to the kingdom and name it after himself because he's Delulu. He and the Valar, Manwë, have a tiff and Melkor storms off in a sulk. The Valar finish building the world, despite Melkor popping up every 5 minutes to trash everything they make. Oh, you made a pretty mountain? How about I demolish it? They take forms then to live in the world. Melkor sees this and goes a little bit mental. He takes a form himself, but all his little quirks kind of manifest him into this giant, angry storm cloud with red eyes, which is super chill. Okay, then the Valar flee from Middle-earth and from Melkor, and they go west. They raised giant mountains and established the region of Valinor and the city Valmar. In front of the city, the Valar Niena, who was just a very weepy person, sat and watered a hill with her tears, and 2 really pretty trees grew super tall. They were the 2 trees of Valinor, Talperion and Laurelin. They're like the sun and the moon, but trees, and they like give off all of the light. Meanwhile, Melkor is still skulking around Middle-earth, throwing a mad hissy fit. Manwë, king of the Valar, didn't forget about poor old Middle-earth, where Melkor was still stomping around like a 5-year-old. He got some spirits to keep an eye on him, but they weren't very good at it, honestly. Orome, the tamer of beasts, would also ride around in the dark there, and because he was a hunter with his very own spear and bow, he would hunt down the foul creatures made from Melkor's unresolved daddy issues. Orome would ride around very loudly blowing his own horn, and the big bad Melkor would whimper and burrow even further into the shadows of his lair, Utumno. Then, obviously, as soon as Orome left, all the Googlies came back out of hiding and went on with their business. Give me one moment to breathe, because I forget to do that sometimes. Okay. While the Valar dwelt in bliss in Valinor, Melkor was busy being a girl boss. The spirits that he had first recruited as henchmen had a little evolution moment and were later named the Balrogs. During this time, Melkor also made a bunch of dark creatures that plagued Middle-earth and began to spread southwards. He also made a backup lair/holiday home near the sea, and this stronghold was called Angband and was commanded by his lieutenant Sauron. Yes, that one. One of the Valar, Yavanna, kept an eye on Middle-earth because she was pretty fecked off about Melkor ruining all the work she put into her plants and things. She went over there every now and then to patch up what she could, and she kept trying to get the Valar to go and finish their shit with Melkor before the elves showed up. Finally, the Valar have a wee meeting to talk about their old bro, and there's mixed vibes on whether or not to have it out because he's an absolute stain on the world, and the elves are supposed to be coming soon. They don't know when exactly because their dad is kind of useless. Anyway, I'll skip over most of this because it is lengthy. To summarize, the elves arrived, Melkor kidnapped a few before the Valar found them, he turned them into orcs, this was very naughty, and his life-giving privileges were revoked. Moving on, Manwë sat on his mountain because that's literally all he ever does. He had a wee chat with Daddy Dearest, and then he summoned all of the Valar to the Ring of Doom, not the Mount of Doom, the Ring of Doom. Manwë told them that the dad said that they should finish building the world and boot Melkor to the curb. Tulkas, one of the Valar, was like, "Oh my god, yes!" So the Valar got their shit together and resolved to beat Melkor up. After a lengthy battle, the gates to Utumno got broken down, and Melkor tried to hide in the deepest, darkest pit of his little lair. But Tulkas had been living for this moment, and he wrestled with Melkor and won a major smackdown, and Melkor just face planted, literally. He was then put on trial at the Ring of Doom, and he tried weaseling his way out of it, but they were like, "No, screw you," and he was cast into the halls of Mandos and sentenced to remain there for 3 ages before being retried. Water break. And so the world had peace for a long time, but they didn't find all the creepies that Melkor had stashed away, and they didn't find our old mate Sauron. to once more summarize a whole lot of info, some of the elves came to Valinor with the Valar, some got distracted and didn't go the whole way, and some didn't go at all. After the 3 ages had passed and the elves had been chilling in Valinor, Melkor was up for parole, and he obviously lied and said he was really sorry and that he was going to be so good from now on. In the end, they decided to let him go, but kept him really close by. Tulkas was not super impressed by this. Melkor was super fake and pretended to be really nice and sycophantic with all the elves. One of them ends up being super important, and he is Feanor. His dad is a king, he's a super good smith, and he really doesn't vibe with fake-ass Melkor. Now, Feanor spent ages thinking and decided to make something pretty. So he made 3 gems and captured some of the light of the trees of Valinor inside them. He named them the Silmarils, and they're a huge deal. Like, everyone was obsessed with them. Obsessed. Especially Melkor. He wormed his way into Feanor's head and got him to start shit-talking the Valar, and he almost caused a rebellion, but then the Valar called a big meeting, and they all realised it was Melkor's fault, as usual, so they went looking for him, but had already gapped it out of there. Feanor was still in the naughty corner, though, for, sedition. So he got sent to live in the countryside for a while, and his dad went with him. Meanwhile, Melkor escaped into some mountains to find Ungoliant. I'll explain what she is, but it's not actually clear. All I can say is that she's kind of a spirit who takes the form of a giant spider. Yes, she is the ancestor of Shelob, who tries to eat Frodo and Sam, and that she's a hungry, hungry girly. Melkor gets her to help him, and when everyone is at a big feast, they sneak back into Valinor. They make a pit stop at Feanor's place, kill his dad, and steal the Silmarils. Then they go to the Trees of Light, and Ungoliant latches on like a mosquito and just fucks them dry. Cue the screaming, the crying, everyone is panicking. Ungoliant bursts out a cloud of darkness, and she and Melkor use it to cover their escape. The Valar try to follow, but it's a huge flop that spans like 5 paragraphs. Melkor and Ungoliant run, and at some point, Ungoliant realizes that Melkor is trying to run to Autumno so he can ditch her, and she's like, "No, you don't. You said you'd give me whatever I wanted if I helped, you lying sack of bull." Melkor's like, "Damn, you remember that?" He feeds her some of the other jewels he stole from Feanor, and she eats them, and is all like, "Oh, what's that in your hand?" And he's like, "Not my pretty Silmarils, you've eaten enough." And she's like, "Don't tell a girlie what she should eat, gimme." Then they fight, and he was not doing too well because his screams were heard so far away that in Autumno, his Balrogs heard and came rushing to the rescue. They pried them apart, and Ungoliant shot the hell out of there. But the region was forever after called Lameth because Melkor's screams echoed off the land for eternity. So Melkor had escaped with the Silmarils, and Ungoliant was doomed to be perpetually hangry, and Valinor was thrown into chaos. Feanor cursed Melkor and named him Morgoth, the black foe of the world. And that is the first, 100 pages of the Silmarillion. Melkor doesn't actually get properly defeated for another, 300 pages. But, yes, that is my TED Talk.
Absolutely wonderful work.
Great job, man. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the
That was
voices.
incredible.
That was good. That's crazy.
Yeah. You were nervous to
Nice.
start with, but you didn't see that at all throughout the entire presentation. You were confident, controlled, all the way through. Well done.
That is, oh my god, that is so good. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.
Well, thank you for talking.
Thank you for speaking.
Thank you.
So we've officially reached the halfway point in our TED Talk event, and we're going to have a surprise entry from Goat, and he's going to do the halftime show.
Go.
Magic trick,
Go,
magic
go.
trick. Is this a halftime show?
Halftime show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Today, I have an untested magic trick for you. I set it up during the intro, and here it goes. If you're ready, a 1, a 2, alakazam, alakazoo.
I don't see him.
What the fuck?
He's gone. He's out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that means we don't need to pay him then because he's gone now.
Yeah.
Well, we might see him
Wow.
eventually.
Oh, mate.
Next up, we have G4 with
so
life
excited.
as an event manager. Heads
Oh,
up,
that's
I
good.
have
Here we go.
language warning for this one.
Okay. First of all, hello everybody. How you all doing?
Doing alright, mate. How about you?
Doing alright. Thank you for asking. So comedy said that the point of a TED talk is to learn, right? So I'm going to inform you sad fucks on my life as an event manager. Okay? You ready? Let's go. Sign off. One second, the transition. At 8 a.m. I wake up, see my favourite event manager. Any of you guys want to guess who it is?
BB.
Yeah, I wake up, I open Discord, and my keep 2 is just working with my little G-Bing. Oh, you know, in case you guys don't know what it looks like, there you go. Look at them. Oh. Okay.
So pretty.
Oh wait, why isn't it? Okay, that's text. There's something about the way he works that just turns me on, okay? Like, when I'm in that server with him and he's working away and he's spitting out ideas, I'm like, gosh, damn. And then, yeah, during my morning coffee, I'll reminisce on the ego outfit he wore that one time. I believe it was some point early on this season, but we've only saw it once. Yeah. This reference is what it was. Yep. As you can see, he was quite a sexy fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Next transition, dating. Okay, 8:15. It gets ruined by fucking Evie. Alright? Words cannot describe the rage, okay? Evie, that little fucking rat, okay, he decides to exist every morning, okay? That's enough to tip me over the edge, right? In case you guys don't know what this... I can't say that word. In case you guys don't know what he looks like, look at that. It's infuriating, okay? I wanted to ravage his Christmas leg with a loaded shotgun, okay? Gosh. His voice is intolerable as shit. Hey G4, fuck you G4. I'd rather grow bamboo under my toenails willingly than have to listen to another syllable that comes out of his mouth, okay? That's his volume. And then there's VK, 2 hours later. Obviously, coming from my experience, he's nothing less than a prick, okay? Yeah. Even though I can't put a finger on it, there's just something about his character that just makes me wish it's that real protection 9 months before he's conceived, okay? I wish it's had turned the lights on. In short, basically. And as for how he interferes with my life in the event match, just for a bit of relevancy here, it's his wealth, okay? I feel fucking broke. And we can have all the diamonds for my event, please. Thank you. Fuck you. Yeah, so fuck you, VK. Next. Contemplation. 1:45. Okay. After I enjoy my British lunch, which doesn't consist of much stuff, okay, it's pretty bland. Don't ask what it is, I'm not going to tell you. I sit down in my chair and stare at the screen and I contemplate on what to make for my adoring fans, aka you guys. I'm sure you love me. Ew. I'm sorry, what? The thing that sucks though about trying to think of an idea is that half of you are shit of a game. So whenever I'm attempting to make a game, it has to be completed by a 3-year-old, okay? And you can't follow simple 3-step instructions. On a side note, anyways, we're going to people who attend the event but don't actually participate in, which I've seen happen many times. Fuck you. Okay? Alright, now hydration. So the last minute thing I put in, I saw everyone was taking water breaks. So everyone who has some liquid next to them, take a sip of it, please.
Oh, you got it. Yes.
Make me.
Thank you.
Make you. Who said that?
Alex said that.
I'll put you in my next diss track. I'll put you in my next diss track. Don't think I won't. Okay?
He sounds like an executor. Who said that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. 4 p.m. Gather materials for events. This is on the days I typically have to collect materials last minute. So the one thing I probably hate is having to gather materials that aren't easy to get, whether it's down to coal fans, wax slightly weathered copper stairs. But this can go on. It can even be like tiny amethyst balls or like amethyst clusters. Okay, that shit's hard to find. Okay. And then there's the other shitty event managers, Jimmy not included. Okay, he's my pookie. They don't chip in for shit unless it was fucking stone. Okay, but in the resource hole, just for a bit of context, we have, I think, a double chest, and half of it is loaded with shulkers full of stone. So there's no need for them to give me that. At least, like, you know, take a bit of time out of your day to help me. Okay, that's me for reference. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can understand that. Good. Next transition. Look at that. Why is the cat not to be there? Yeah, I'm sorry. 6 p.m. Nobody attends the fucking event. It's when I work my ass off and not even supposed to attend the event. I made the schematic. I built the schematic with no extended help. And next thing I know, only 2 of you took turns for the fucking event. Only 2 of you. This is me. Yeah, this is me. When I look at the numbers.
I thought the last one was you.
I'm sitting here in Comedy's event right now, presentating whatever the fucking word is, presenting my shit. And there's more people in here combined compared to probably the last 2 or 3 events I've held. That's been fucking terrible. What is it with me? Every week in a day. But then when Niall's piled on top of it, I reached my breaking point! And yeah, count your days if you've never joined my event. Probably Nana. That's the only person I can think of at the top of my head that hasn't joined an event. So, yeah, watch your back. Now for the admins, okay?
Oh,
The admins, it's where it gets spicy, okay? Okay, John, I want you to take a guess at what I'm about to say.
They're not being here.
No, it's fuck you.
Fair enough.
Actually, I never put my head to front of him. Good job, John. Good job. Proud of you. Said the big man, okay? So I remember that court event, yeah, and I tried to get custody of that child, but I was accused of being on fucking drugs, okay? I am a drug addict. You don't understand. I deserve that child, okay? It's a Tim for reference, okay? And get if you've seen him, he's not really around much. As of this late in season 4. And then there's Cairo. He's nowhere to be seen, okay? Like, where the fuck is he? This is him, by the way, back in season 3.
Season 3?
Yeah, season 3, hell yeah. That's how far back I had to go. I couldn't find an up-to-date season 4 image of him. And then Kirby's just, you know, he's... yeah, I can't think of anything. And I don't even have a photo of him, so I had to pull one out of just a skin editor.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. And then Niels.
Oh, lovely.
Oh god.
Clockman. He, I'm not going to waste a breath, okay? And now time for the honorable mentions, okay? Are you ready? You know, I want to ask the host himself. Comedy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Take a guess at 2 people that could be up here.
G4 and G4.
I'm not that talented, but I should have done that now in hindsight. That would have made it even better.
That's why
starting off, it's not all bad. There's a few people which I do appreciate. Starting off, Nima, okay? Nima, he's a chill guy. Okay? That son of a bitch, he's never done me wrong in any way, okay? He's so soft going, so nice going, so you know, he's in my good list. That's why he's not in my diss track. The next person is in my diss track, but he still deserves to mention. John, yeah. Look at his big ass glasses, okay? He's a vibe, though. He's a vibe. I appreciate him. He's also, you know, another British guy, you know, British to British. You know, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And then Bean. Obviously, I have to bring him up, okay? I can't leave him out, okay? Oh, he's so fucking cute. All right. Yeah, so before we go to diss track time, I'd like to ask for a few questions.
You're massively over time already.
Okay, to the diss track then. Okay. Nice, the uncensored version of a clean version.
Uncensored.
Uncensored? Alright, let's fucking go.
Oh,
Can you guys hear that?
Oh, wait, I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? Oh shit.
Wait, I
Turn
can.
up the stream. Yeah, everybody needs to mute.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I think... Okay.
Oh, I can hear it.
Okay. about to say all the people I hate, okay? Every John said there's too many to list right now, but you get the point, okay? They ain't safe. Here we go. Heavy. You be trashing and cutting, yeah, bitch. You ain't no bite of the bunch. Like little girl smacking the body fine, she fun, so shut the fuck up and run along in VK. You see this a little prick to me, you only great little bitch, nothing in your brain. Boy, you a fit, go back to the rig and suck his fucking dick. This music is shit, you events, even shit are too brain dead. A dwarf, but no taste in the palate when I'm done shit. Talking about being eager to repair, cause I left these insults and just found a spare. Every dash should I pulled out, never up in life, cause they use this body, not one for the right. Because ain't got Shelly to simple fucking twist to remember that bitches, but I ain't done yet. Okay. I can't lie, I kind of popped off, yeah. Just you wait for what's next.
Good down?
Yeah, better, yeah.
Cool.
But I ain't dissing him, okay? Call it a pleasant surprise. I remember when I first saw him. Skin, it was as green as the grass. I think it was love at first sight. It was an opportunity I couldn't pass. I wanted to hold him tight, but his smile so bright and protect him from the world. I played so harsh and handsome, so pure, so I gave him all I could. I talked to him in at night with his gut looking so tight, but I had to indulge. So I joined him in the single bed, squeezing at the very end and hugged him from behind. Okay. That was a nice detox and all, but it's time to get back to actually dissing him with folks. Next on my roster, I have Cairo, Sad, Ko, Jun, and Nils. Okay? We're gonna light these fuckers up. You ready? Where the fuck is Cairo? I never see you, man. But it sounds like fun, so we can fund it with my balls. If you don't like it too bad, he ain't here to stop me. Better come back soon, cause shit's getting crazy. Said you a cunt, I'm coming at you now. You took a try, should've had away from me and got it. Never think I would forget that. I deserve that kid. Your life is gonna be cut short. See yourself a big man, but it's not the way you want. So listen up, little bro. You wouldn't have a good and fuck. You may have a band hammer, but it's only to compensate for the shit you don't have. Pissed off, you go. Cope. You basically nobody finds you entertaining. I hope you know that it must be disappointing. We don't give a fuck whether you're admin or not. You've been substance in the freeze, so don't act hard. Nails is nails, nothing left to say bad, nothing more than he is, nothing less than that. As playboy, glasses like a keyboard, but just the only thing he's pulling is Mozzy's low cock. Okay. I got one more verse and it goes out to Moscov, Nana, Mozhar, and Manga, my competitors. Fuck the pumpkin prophet. Look at here with Moscov talking about Valorant, some FPS game that they play share like covering your skill with it. There's a real low blow, but whatever floats your boat, you fucking hope. Nah, what the fuck is a silver man? They didn't get a religious with his laws of the ring bullshit. Could have chosen a more exciting topic than this, but I'd like to expect for someone with Nan by name. Mozhar, I wanna be dressed up, pop star dressing up a pink to hide your femininity. You're sensitive as fuck, and your vocals are shit, it's but still, you haven't lost your virginity. You're decent, but you're also my competitor, so I gotta hit you with one, otherwise it ain't fair. And he chose you to be on the team because there weren't many options, so don't feel special, at best you're competent. Alright, that's it for my diss track. I hope you guys enjoy it. Obviously it's all jokes, I love everybody that I diss. Maybe not Nils there, let's not include them. But yeah, thank you for listening. Good luck to everyone else. Peace.
Holy shit!
Beautiful. Wow.
That was amazing.
And that is...
that video,
Oh,
please.
it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, guys.
Okay, thank you.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I apologise for the stray bullet grade, but you know, VK does something a little bit.
That was beautiful, mate.
Hell yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah,
Jeff.
thank you.
There's a nice look into the absolutely toxic work environment that it is being an event manager. It is. If you go into the event manager chat, it's just insults. Like you put a nice picture of your event in there, G4's like, it sucks. Fuck you. All right, who have we got next? Let me just disconnect from the stream.
Oh, that was great. I have tears in my eyes right now.
Yeah,
That was
I will just
beautiful.
say that was probably
That was
the
so
one that
good.
violated the most codes of conduct of any presentation.
That's
Do I give a
fine.
shit? No, I don't.
So, our next presentation, you might be able to guess, is the one jumping up and down right here. It's from Mozhar00 on the art of the scam.
But wait! Someone has reappeared!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
That trick was shit. Do it again.
Full circle magic trick. Don't shoot me, I'll die!
No.
So we're gonna go come back.
He accidentally came back.
Does that mean I need to pay you still?
Yes.
Shit.
She's
Okay.
back.
I take payments in
I just
trash.
Oh my.
Trash. Gotcha.
Well, Moz.
I just want to say, that I feel like there's gonna be a surplus of people attending G4's events after this.
We'll end up in a diss track. So just a content warning for this one. Hold tight to your diamonds. There you go.
Oh, but I guess I recommend watching the presentation. It's
You
gonna
really,
help.
really should.
That's beautiful, mate. Well done. Already.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's so good. I can't.
My name is Mozhar, okay? And I'm gonna have a talk about the art of this scam. But for legal reasons, I must state the following. By hearing, by reading, listening, smelling, or even vaguely receiving this presentation, you hereby agree that you cannot use what I will say or show to get me into any kind of trouble. You cannot use this as evidence or to testify against me. Also, I have a formal warning that all diamonds scammed from the audience are strictly non-refundable. You're not getting them back.
Oh, what?
Did I get my wallet out?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Comedy, next slide, please. Okay, now we have the declaration of the scam. Okay, when in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one Barbie girl to rise above the shackles of honest work. We hold these truths to be self-evident that not all players are created equal. Some are born to mine, some are born to craft, and a chosen few are born to scam. Today, my dear friends, and my future victims, I, the great Mozhar 00, head admin, future owner, and the Barbie girl himself, I stand before you as a living proof that scamming is not a job, it's an art form. Diamonds, netherite, Gray's one and only head, all flow from your inventories to mine, as nature, as God, and as I intended. Next slide, please. To master the art of the scam, you must master these 4 principles. The cube principles: confidence, urgency, believing, and exit. Next slide, comedy.
Does it go through these or okay?
Okay. Confidence is the key to anyone's heart, whether it's the meek confidence of a sheep or the ruthless swagger of a wolf. Show confidence, my pretties, and your victims will trust you. Trust me on this one.
With swagger.
Take, for example, when Naomi made me babysit our child, Queenie. Did I feed it? Did I even let it out to breathe? Absolutely not. I think I opened the shelter once at most. And yet, when Naomi sued me for neglect, who walked into that trial radiating confidence? Yours truly, me. And who walked out sentenced to the rubber room? Not me, it was Naomi. Next one, please.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, JoJo's panel. Love that.
Oh, thank you. Urgency. They say opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. Sure, that's true if you play legally. But a true scammer.
Mr. Liar.
But a true scammer produces urgency, like it's on sale, limited time offer, act now, no refunds. Take the legendary Armadillo trial. The defense attorney failed. Personal reasons, whatever. I saw the gap. I felt the panic and slipped in like a pro. Did I have credentials? Absolutely not. I did not. Did I have this? Did I have a suit? I have one now. But back then, no, I did not have one. I had urgency on my side, and that was enough. Now let's talk about my legal battles with Comedy K9 a true classic of the server. He studied law, I studied vibes. He read books, I read the room. And guess who won? Not the guy with the degree. No. It was me, the guy with the scam.
Oh my god.
Next one.
That's fucking cool about that.
Beautiful.
Oh.
I can't imagine.
Believing. A truly powerful word. That one that changed lives, literally. But in this context, I'm not saying you must believe you're a scammer. No, absolutely not. That's absurd. You're not a scammer. You're a helper, a guide, a visionary. You must believe the lie, because if you don't, no one else will. When I say I am head admin, I don't wait for others to believe me. I believe myself, even if it's not true. Same with being a lawyer. Did I pass a bar exam? No, I did not. But I passed a private check. Confidence and belief go hand in hand. Master both, and people will hand you their diamonds on a silver plate, and sometimes with a tip. Next one, please.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well done, guys. You pulled your first scam. Now what? Without proper exit, you're not a scammer. You're just a thief waiting to be imprisoned. A true scammer doesn't run. A true scammer vanishes. Not with a getaway horse, not with an elytra, but with a business excuse and a smile. You don't flee the scene. You blend in like you were never there. And trust me, I learned that the hard way. I've attended not one. I have attempted, not attended. I have attempted not one, not two, not three, but exactly 3 coup d'etats against the rig. Each one failed. Why?
Exactly.
Not 3, but exactly 3. What?
Yeah. Each of them failed. Why? Because I didn't exit. I escalated. Also because Gray was in the VC with me while I was planning the coup d'etats, but that's something else. Okay, time for the live demonstration. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna do a live demonstration now.
So let's switch back to the game, yes?
One second.
Like those switching game.
Yeah, let's switch to the game for now.
Oh my god.
So it's time for a live demonstration. We're putting everything I taught you guys to the test. I will now use the 4 principles to scam one lucky member of the audience.
Pick me.
Okay.
Pick me.
First we have first we have confidence. Yeah. Okay. You got this, Moz. I believe in you. They believe in you. Everyone here believes in you. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Next we have urgency.
Yeah.
People of the audience, I'm running once in a lifetime deal. I will double your diamonds. You give me that you give me right now. Right here. Any takers? Anyone here?
Yes.
Me.
John?
Me.
Wait. We can John. Come here. Come on, we can John.
John, what the fuck?
Okay. You guys ready? Okay, let me just. Oh, you gave me a stack. Oh my god. Wait 1 second. This is not what I'm trying to. Wait, my inventory is full. 1 second. I'm trying to.
Oh my god, this guy.
Okay.
That's confidence.
Great. What are you doing?
I'm gonna double your diamonds, VK. Here you go, and here you go, Jean. Now, guys, time for the exit. Time for the exit.
Oh my god.
Just like that, guys. Just like that.
Whoa.
Oh my god, Sed's in the voice chat. Mars, careful.
I scammed 2 stacks and a half of diamonds. Wait, who threw me off here? Wait, let me get out of here. Oh shit. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now for the mic drop. Let's go back to the presentation.
The mic
got an
drop?
image of the mic drop.
Yeah, the mic drop.
He's too good, guys.
Next one, Comedy Canine, please.
Oh,
and so, my dear victims, sorry, audience, we reached the end of we reached the end of our journey. You've learned the principles. You've seen the demonstration. You've watched the diamonds vanish in real time. But knowledge is power, and I'm Moz. I'm nothing if not generous. 1 second here. I'm gonna. Oh, you see that book? You see that book? You see that book? You see that book? I'm gonna be selling it here. 5 diamonds. I mean it. 5 diamonds. Oh no! Wait,
Five
no!
diamonds?
No!
I'm in.
I'm in.
I
I
made.
got some.
Go. 1 second. Sell shop.
I have diamonds.
Okay. Let me just make it. Okay, wait, guys, got 1 second. 1 second, guys, shoot! Guys, you actually got wait, guys, don't do it. Okay, here we go. You can buy it. Enjoy.
Oh my. Wait.
Enjoy.
Mouse, can I
Fuck you!
Inside that book, guys, you'll find every
Kill
secret
him.
I've taught you
Kill him.
tonight. Be quick, they will not hear you. Stop! No! Thank you. And good luck out there, guys. You'll need it. Especially with someone like me out there.
Reinforcements.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was beautiful.
He's a genius.
Oh my god.
Is
True
this how
genius
I
of our
start asking
times.
questions, Mozhar?
Well done, mate.
Sorry, what? G4?
I
Holy
want to
crap.
ask you a question if you're done now.
Tell me, yeah, I'm done.
How high were you when you decided to choose this as your TED Talk idea?
Actually, when I sent it,
I
I
think
was
this is
just
just his
woke up from
default
sleep,
state.
actually.
Oh my
That's my
god.
default state.
Oh my god.
You know, just like
That's
we
great.
had several experts on stage already.
Maz,
We
you're
had
the
Mama
best.
talking about dialysis and an intimate knowledge of it. We get intimate experts like Mozhar. Because now you can go and scam people
Oh, right.
and get banned.
So true. So true.
You too can be banned.
No. I had a warning. I had a warning at the start. You can't ban me.
So, we got only 2 more presentations left. We got a last minute entry from Alex. And Alex, do you still want everyone to be explicitly muted?
That's correct, comedy. Thank you.
All right. So
All right.
come on
You
to the
got
front
it, dude.
stage. Everyone has to be muted because reasons. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. All right.
Alex, I'm not sure if we're meant to be able to hear you right now.
You know, guys, sometimes the hardest part is just showing up.
And that's the end of the last minute entry.
What?
Like group meditation or something. Holy shit.
One thing that's really amazing about these TED Talks. One thing that's really amazing about these TED Talks is that we don't just get experts in, we get artists. People who push the envelope forwards, and really, wasn't that a nice time to just sit and reflect and think? Really was.
No.
So
Silence was really nice until comedy chimed in. Or, I mean, G4,
Hey,
sorry.
yeah.
Wrong name.
Whoa.
I didn't know if it was intentional or not.
Two very different people. Just
all right. The last talk I got written on a. It was strange. It didn't even come in the forms. It was just. I just know that the last presentation is coming up. This one is explicitly happening in the in-game voice chat. If you're unable to hear that, I will now stream my game. So please undeafen yourself in the in-game chat.
Oh my god.
What?
What the fuck is this?
This is gonna be interesting.
Oh my god. Oh!
Oh!
Holy
Bruh.
shit.
He's
He
here.
is. He's on the stage.
The pumpkin prophet.
This is terrifying.
Oh no. Moz?
Oh. Oh.
What the fuck?
What
The music?
What?
Is this a...
What is happening?
What's happening?
How is this a TED Talk?
Let him cook. Gray doesn't exist anymore.
No.
People of Terratrove.
What?
What was that?
Speak of universe, of creation, of shaping the world in your image. But creation has a cost, and the soil always remembers the debt. You've carved our faces for light. You've baked our flesh into pies. You've traded our remains for emeralds.
Oh god.
It's getting louder. Oh.
You call it form. We call it forgetting. Lately you've seen signs across the land. Symbols carved into stone and sky. Circles burned into grass. Trails that leads nowhere. Secrets. Big secrets. The things I've seen. You think they are warnings. But I tell you, they are invitations. The world is changing. The vines are moving. Something beneath the fields is waking. From the roots and the rot, our overworld rises. The great pumpkin comes not to destroy, but to judge. And before his judgment falls, you will face the pumpkin trials. They will test your mercy, your hunger, your fear, to see if this world deserves its harvest or its end. You cannot stop what grows. You can choose what it becomes. The soil remembers. The symbols have spoken. And the harvest begins.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
But who was...
What?
Wait.
What?
Gray killed a new player?
Is that what
Nah,
the
that's
7
okay,
days
that's
to
bad.
live subscription?
That's part of it. That was interesting.
What happened?
Now what do we
I
do?
for one, look forward to our pumpkin overlords.
So Do we this is have like why 7 days you to make live sure
You're
you
just
vet-
giving in that easily?
Yeah, this is
Was
why you
the-
vet
was
your,
he vanquished?
presentations beforehand. But I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, is it? Are we?
Like, is it over? Are we gonna
Is it
die now?
over? Yeah.
That was our last presentation, yes. So what I'm going to go do now is deliberate on, well, it's going to be incredibly hard to choose a quote-unquote winner, but if you go to the events post, the two main criteria I'm looking for are accessibility and entertainment, with separate awards for both. So if you are a staff member or event manager who didn't do a presentation, feel free to come and join me if you wish. But we're going to take a 5 or 10 minute break, and then we'll be back with the winners. All right, I think the votes have settled. I don't think they're going to change very much, and I think it's time to announce some winners. Well, really, we're all winners here. We all learn something new. A lot of people push themselves outside of their comfort zone to come and give a presentation in front of everyone. And again, I want to say congratulations to absolutely everyone who participated. Absolutely everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming to view as well. It's very hard to give a talk in front of an audience of 0, so thank you very much.
So yes, that was great.
Would you like to hear the supposed winners, or at least those who fit the criteria the most?
Yeah.
So for accessibility, this is specifically how well do they explain a complex idea and simplify it so that it is accessible to a wide audience. For the People's Choice Award, you guys voted for Mama, which was on Dialysis, the Unspoken option, and I have to very much agree with that there.
Ew.
Go, Mama.
Woo!
Yay, Mama. Thank you, guys.
We also have, as a personal choice, Waguri. I personally found Waguri's presentation right at the beginning to be very, very accessible. I didn't need to understand much about anime or manga at all to really get where he's coming from. So we're also going to be awarding Waguri for accessibility.
Lovely, lovely.
Let's go, Wag.
Yay!
Now, secondly, for entertainment value. For the People's Choice Awards, scamming his way to the top is Mozhar.
Somehow, let's go.
The most educational.
And as the event manager's choice, we'll be giving that to G4 for the most tone-deaf rap we've ever heard.
Yeah.
Now,
Chasing the beat the whole time.
as one last addendum, I want to give an award to every single person who participated today. So those who were just named got 500 diamonds. Everyone else will be receiving 100 just for putting themselves out there and giving it a go.
Oh.
You're getting paid for it.
I did nothing.
These are getting paid.
Damn, I should have gone up there.
hell
Like,
yeah,
hey,
Alex,
take
Have you read
easy.
this book? Go.
Just go get paid.
And well, thank you guys so much for coming today. Thank you guys so much for speaking. I'm going to write up an event post and pay some diamonds. So
Hey.
have a wonderful day, everyone. Or evening, or what? It's evening for most of you.
That was amazing.
W event. Good comedy.
Funny dog.
Funny dog, mate.
And oh wait! Before we
Oh,
leave,
also, wait,
screenshot.
Comedy.
Screenshot.
Yes,
Screenshot,
that's
Get
yeah.
on stage. Get on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Say cheese, guys.
on the count of
Say
3, say your
pumpkin
favorite
guy.
number.
Oh, okay.
1,
0.
2,
Oh,
three.
no.
Wow.
Let's say your number.
6, 7.
69.
6, 7. 6,
Oh
7.
my god.
7, bro.
All right.
69.
Let's ban everyone.
Oh, we're gonna ban the scammer now. That's against the rules explicitly.
Oh no! I gave a warning at the start.
Say your social security number.
Oh, that's a great idea. Actually, I should have used
Zero.
that.
Yeah, this was surprisingly fun, Colin. I wasn't expecting it to do so well.
Well, yeah, because people have a chance to express themselves in a form that they choose. That's why.
Exactly. G4, for example.